What's going on, guys? Kyle, Finance Bro here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about everybody's favorite movie theater stock, AMC, and some huge news that was just recently announced that sent the stock plummeting downwards. Now, before we get into this video, I just want to ask you guys to please hit the like and subscribe button. Also, check out our WeBull link for 2 free stocks down in the description below. And check out our channel membership if you're really interested in supporting the channel. It's pretty cheap and very affordable. And if you guys really just want to support the content that we make and want to see more videos like this, well then consider supporting us and check out our channel membership. We also have our courses linked down below if that sounds interesting to you guys. But other than that, let's get right into this video. AMC has been trending downward over the last week and today took a huge dive of 8%. The reason for this drop is due to news that came out stating that AMC is seeking approval from investors to issue 500 million new shares. Obviously, the stock price reacted pretty negatively to this, so let's talk about the article, my thoughts on the situation, and what this all means. Alright everyone, so here we are with the article. AMC Entertainment seeks approval to sell 500 million new shares. So what does this mean? Well, obviously this means a lot of dilution, right? Whenever we see a company issue more shares, law of supply and demand, right? The more of something there is, the less valuable it is, right? The reason why diamonds are so valuable is because there is so few. The reason why coal is not valuable is because there's so much of it, right? So if we take a look down here, right, AMC Entertainment Holdings is seeking investor approval to issue as many as 500 million new shares as an opportunity for a financial cushion while the theater chain works to draw fans back to the movies. So we all know, as I talked about in a previous video, which actually you should definitely go check out if you want some more context to AMC as a company. I mean, how would you not already know what AMC is though if you're already watching this video? But either way, if you guys want more context, go check out that video. But in that video, we talked about how with the vaccine rolling out, with the economy reopening, we've seen basically that AMC is reopening its theater locations. And I believe for the most part, AMC is fully reopened. They are good to go. I mean, their theater locations are officially active. Yes, there are still social distancing measures and mask measures and a bunch of other things that are needed to for public safety and public health. But AMC, for the most part, is completely reopened. So let's see here. Management doesn't necessarily intend to sell the new shares immediately, but wants the option to do so. Chief Executive Officer Adam Aarons said Thursday in an interview on CNBC. The company announced the effort in a regulatory filing last month. So here's the thing about this filing, right? So this is not actually confirmed yet, right? As you can see, it's only seeking approval, right? They're only seeking approval to do this. This is not 100% confirmed going to happen yet, right? But if they're seeking approval, obviously there's some kind of want to have it done. So the reason why this share offering absolutely tanked the price of AMC, as you can see here, the AMC pretty much just got crushed with this share offering announcement today, 8% down today. So already there are tons of people who are still holding AMC shares from the whole GameStop debacle that happened back in January, right? And for the most part, a lot of people are down on their positions. Depends on where you got in. It depends on, where you're buying, where you're selling, and, all of that. But for the most part, a lot of people really got burnt today from this announcement. And as you can see here, AMC could use the shares to bolster its cash reserve, buy back debt at a discount, settle deferred transfer rents, or pursue an acquisition. So that's pretty good, right? Obviously, we'd like to see that the company has actual cash on hand to go do things, right? To settle debts, to go after an acquisition, which I find that interesting that they're even considering that. I don't know what they would acquire, but who knows? The shares have soared over the past 6 months, benefiting from a Reddit-fueled investing frenzy that sent heavily shorted stocks in the stratosphere. Of course, we all know this. Anybody who took part in this is familiar with the short squeeze and everything that happened. There are a lot of good reasons for shareholders to give us the authority. He likes that people are investing in the company. What else is new, right? Everybody's gonna say this, obviously. AMC has raised more than $1 billion in financing this year, which is very interesting considering everything that's happened this year with the bankruptcies of a lot of different companies, with the pandemic, obviously, in the absence of cash flow, because pretty much AMC has been closed for, well, a year. Essentially they've been shut down for about a year now. Which helps stave off bankruptcy while its theaters were closed because of the coronavirus pandemic, like I just said, right? So this apparently was what was keeping them in business. Somehow they were able to raise $1 billion in financing, which is very impressive for a company like AMC, I mean, I don't know where they got this money from. It's not like AMC's a terrible company. This is still a huge theater chain that obviously has a lot of pull. The company said previously it might seek more financing, and some creditors have suggested it sell more shares to pay down debt. This might not be a bad idea. This was something similar that a lot of people were suggesting GameStop CEOs and GameStop office holders to do, to basically sell a bunch of their shares and pay off debt, or finance, new expansion in the company, because the shares were worth way more than they were, before the whole, before everything happened. So that could be interesting. That could be very interesting to see what ends up happening with that. Story continues. Not really. It's just basically, subscribe now, check out Bloomberg, whatever. Theater chains been hit hard by government mandated shutdowns during the COVID-19 pandemic. So, like we said in the other video, because of the vaccine, because of the economy reopening, and pretty much AMC being very bullish on the fact that they are reopening all of their locations, right? Will this save the company? Will this really cause a entire turnaround, not only in AMC's business model, but as well help them recover from the pandemic? Well, clearly, $1 billion financing, they got enough money to stave off bankruptcy for a little bit. But the real question though is, now that they're fully operational again, I mean, it's obviously a good thing, right? There's more traction now that's going to be possible for them. There's more, potential for them to not only gain more operating income, but as well to possibly, like it said before, go into some other ventures, right? Maybe acquire a different company, maybe seek a new type of business model within the movie industry, within, the film screening industry, so we'll have to see. Let's see here. While the company has been able to reopen all but a small portion of its locations, it's still operating at limited capacity to ensure extra space for customers, and many moviegoers have been reluctant to attend. The problem has been compounded by studios delaying major releases that drive ticket sales. So this is a problem, right? Well, people are not going to be very confident in going back to the movies. That's going to be a huge problem that AMC is going to need to solve in order for them to continue to operate at full capacity. A lot of people, even if there's vaccines and social distancing and sanitization and everything, a lot of people are still scared. A lot of people don't want to go out. A lot of people are older, or they're at risk, and they have health problems that they have to deal with. So that's still a factor that needs to be factored into this. And for the most part, there's people who are scared still. So we'll have to see what happens there. AMC shares traded at historic lows for much of 2020 as the COVID-19 crisis engulfed the company. Management started issuing going concern notices last June, warning the company risked running out of cash. The shares have jumped more than 350% this year as a result of Reddit traders. Still, that's crazy, 350% gain on shares on the stock price, which is insane. But what really interested me is during the pandemic, it seems, the company was issuing going concern notices, saying that they were about to run out of cash, which is obviously not a good sign. But it looks like they made it through. So I guess let's summarize everything that we've read here. It wasn't that long of an article, really short, not even a paragraph really. AMC is currently really trying to bounce back. It is really trying to fight its way out of the trenches that it currently was put in because of the pandemic. Not only being closed for a whole year, but having a lot of cash problems, being in an industry that's already kind of, I would say I'm not bullish on personally because it's the movie industry. I will admit there are a lot of benefits and a lot of things that people obviously love about seeing movies, and I'd argue that there's a huge market for it still, even to this day, in the modern streaming era that we live in. But it seems to me that AMC, it's not going to be easy. It's definitely going to be an uphill battle, at least in the business fundamentals category of fighting back. As far as the stock price goes, in my personal opinion, I will be very interested to see what happens now that they're fully open and now that catalysts and news can continue to come out about this company. Because for the most part, we obviously have a very large portion of people who want to invest in this company and love this stock, and they want to see it go to the moon. So there's definitely no shortage of people who are interested in this company. I think the biggest thing is the fundamentals of this company really getting things back in ship shape, and just being able to operate and turn a profit, right? That's going to be AMC's big goal in 2021, it seems, as everything begins to reopen. As far as retail investors go, I think it'll be fine. I think there's plenty of people who are interested in this stock, and I have no doubt that the buy demands are going to be very high. However, the whole point of this article, right, just remember, AMC seeks approval to sell 500 million shares. Why is that a bad thing, and why did the stock tank? Well, for those of you who aren't familiar with the stock market, pretty much every time an offering comes out, stock prices go they don't go well, because for the most part, people see this as, okay, there are now diluted shares, right? This has diluted the existing shares in the market. These shares have not even been sold yet, right? These aren't even on the market, and people are scared, so they're getting out of their positions before, because they think, oh, it's gonna go even lower, because their shares are no longer worth intrinsically how much they were before this offering was announced, right? So, you know, people are scared that their holdings in this company aren't going to be what they were. So that's kind of what happens with an offering. Is this good for the company? Well, I mean, the fact that they can raise money, obviously, and maybe it will help, as the article said, cushion them, you know, from any problems that they might run into while they're reopening. Yes, I could see that. However, as far as investor confidence go, you know, the thing with share offerings is that it's always usually a short pullback, you know. NEO issues plenty of share offerings, and usually it's a pullback for maybe 3-4 days at most, right? And then it kind of starts to recover a little bit. AMC is a different story, obviously. This is a different industry, plus a whole different circumstance, everything that's going on. But I don't really see, you know, this being a absolutely terrible thing for them. I think they'll be able to recover and do just fine. That's my personal opinion. This is not financial advice, of course, but we will have to see. This is all obviously a waiting game. We kind of have to see with AMC and all these stocks really that had this huge run up in January. This is all, you know, just, you gotta wait. You gotta wait and see. You gotta be vigilant, be patient, and especially if you're holding shares, you know. There's lots of people who are really counting on this. They have a lot of money in this stock and they're still holding, you know, and they're down hundreds of thousands of dollars. So we'll have to see what happens. Let me know if you guys are holding shares of this company, and let me know what you guys think about this offering. But other than that, that's pretty much the article in itself. That's pretty much what I think about it, what I think is going to happen going forward. Let me know your guys' thoughts as well on the article and everything we just talked about. And that's pretty much everything I think about this public offering, as well as all the news surrounding AMC. If you guys have your own personal thoughts about this company, or what you guys think about this article and the shares offering, let me know down in the comments below. We'd love to read your guys' comments, suggestions, and overall your stories that you guys have to share. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and if you guys want to find out more about personal finance, stock investing, entrepreneurship, and a host of other topics having to do with money, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you never miss a new video. Also, check out our WeBull link if you guys want 2 free stocks. Check out our channel membership if you want to support us, and of course check out our course program. But other than that, guys, that's all we have for you guys today. I'm Kyle at Finance Bro. Take it easy.